You rent out your house and now you want it back. How hard can it be? Can you just send a text to tell your tenant, you have to leave this weekend because I need the house back? No, you cannot. My name is Weiting, Bollu, and I've spent thousands of hours diving into the compliance laws of Ontario so that you don't make the same mistakes I did. The mistake where I was pregnant and I wanted to move back into my property and my tenant told me, get the out of here because we ain't leaving, and they left me with over $35,000 of unpaid rent. Let's make sure you're smarter than me with the 5 ways to end a tenancy in Ontario. Sounds good? In Ontario, ending a tenancy isn't about simply changing the locks or telling the tenant to hit the road. It's about following the Residential Tenancies Act, also known as the RTA, and using the right forms. Think paperwork, not pitchforks. The most common notice is the N4, the notice to end a tenancy for non-payment of rent. If rent isn't paid on time, a landlord can serve what's called the N4 notice, giving the tenants few more days to pay up or move out. If they pay, then the notice disappears. If not, then the landlord can then apply to the Landlord and Tenant Board, the LTB. It's simple, but it's never that fast. Welcome to Ontario. For problem behaviors like excessive noise, property damage, or turning the unit into a late-night nightclub, there's the N5, notice to end tenancy for interference or damage. This gives tenants a chance to correct their behavior because everyone deserves a warning before the sequel. What if you both want out of the contract? Sometimes both parties say, it's not you, it's me, at the same time. That's where the N11, agreement to end the tenancy, comes into play. I like this route because it's the let's be adults option, where the landlord and the tenant agrees on a move-out date without drama, the lawyers, or angry Facebook posts. If the landlord, though, wants extra peace of mind, they can file an L3 for the LTB to get an ex parte eviction, just in case the tenant doesn't move out as agreed upon. Landlords can also end a tenancy for legitimate personal reasons. The N12 allows termination for personal or family use of the unit. But be very wary and read the form very well because only certain family members count for this form. And don't forget, the tenant has a right to a hearing. Don't be that landlord who says their son will move in and the son comes to the hearing to testify and he says, I don't even want to move in. My dad told me to say I want to. Yes, it has happened. Don't do that. This application can take time, so please be patient, follow the rules, and buckle up because it can get bumpy. Tired of being a landlord and really just want to demolish the unit? Well, that's where the N13 comes in, which applies to major renovations or demolition. These come with compensation requirements because, fairness matters. And this is another really tricky form, so read it well. If you ask a tenant to vacate to renovate, the tenant gets first dibs on that unit at the same price they were paying before the renovation. And also, each city might have their own municipal bylaw that further details what you can and cannot do. There are a few more ways to end a tenancy from the landlord's side. They aren't as common, but I think it's still good for you to know. So there's the N6, which is the notice to end your tenancy for illegal acts or misrepresenting income in a rent geared to income rental unit. Or the N7, which is the notice to end your tenancy for causing serious problems in the rental unit or residential complex. N8, which is notice to end your tenancy at the end of the term. N14, which is the landlord's notice to the spouse of the tenant who vacated the rental unit. These aren't as common, but still good to know. All right, it's time for our rental trio to recap this video lesson. First, know which form to use and when. 2, read the instructions carefully. A single error can put you back to the starting line. 3, respect tenants' rights, always and without exception. Failing to respect tenant rights may sink your case. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend. I'd love for you to take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Check out these other educational classes that I've got for you. Thank you, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.